What's up, guys? Here's some bonus content where I'm just showing you guys the patio that I've been working on for the past while, just since I talked about it in so many videos. You can see the retaining wall and the blocks up there, and that took so long to build. But the second patio is right over there. You can see it's not finished yet. It's just, the wall is in there, but then we still need to fill in the sand and actually put the stone blocks on top. Who knows when I'll actually finish that, though. So I figured I'd just show you guys, and there you go. Welcome back, guys. We are driving to the gym. I just, you've probably seen it already. I just recorded a little clip of me showing you guys around the patio that I built. So hopefully that was, enjoyable to see. And I mean, it took a long time. Let me tell you, it was slower going than I thought. A lot of it was just waiting for materials, but some of the work that I thought would have been much quicker ended up being kind of painstaking. Like actually laying the stones, like the top layer of stones that made the patio itself, was surprisingly time consuming, especially having to like carve the stones into shape, some of them, just like chisel them into shape. That took a while and was tough. There were a lot of like mistakes made, and not even necessarily avoidable mistakes. Just like I'd be chiseling away at a stone and it would crack in half and I'd have to restart. That happened like 10 times. So that was probably the toughest part, was the chiseling. But even just laying each stone down completely flat, like getting the exact right amount of material under it, that was tough. So, it was no easy process, but now that it's done, it's so fulfilling to have that done. And the second patio, I'm taking a little bit of a break on. My driveway had just gotten full of like old orders of, materials, some of which were extras, some of which I never ended up using. And so I've got to get Lowe's to take, all of those returns away before I get fresh materials sent to finish off what I need. And so that's going to take some time, and then it's going to be pretty hot at that point by the time that, new materials can get there. So I'm taking a little bit of a break on it. If I finish it this season, we'll see. I'm expecting, business to really be ramping up in about a week from now. So, my time will be more occupied. I'll be focusing more on that and less on building this. One little project that I do want to do, though, before my time kind of gets taken focused on other things, is making a nice cover for the cold plunge that I've got. Because as it stands, the cold plunge has this, I guess it's a plastic cover, or it's some kind of material. It's a mixture of cloth and plastic. It's waterproof, and you want that to stop crud from getting in. And the issue with it is that when it rains, water pools up on top of the cover, and so it's like a spawning ground for mosquitoes if I let the water stand there. But getting the water out is actually surprisingly difficult, because, there's tens of pounds of water on this cover, and since it's this, flat, large, cloth-like material, there's no point that you can lift it from with, just two hands, where, it doesn't just start to cave in, and if you actually just continued lifting it, the water, the dirty, disgusting water that has all the crud that it's been catching, would all just fall into the cold plunge, kind of making it like a obsolete, it wouldn't actually be stopping the stuff from getting in. If all, it's weird. I don't know how, this is marketed as a cold plunge cover. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong with it. I think it really is just that, that's what happens when it rains, and when it rains as much as it does around here, is, it just fills up with too much water to be you can't pick up that much water with two hands. I always have to have someone come out and grab, two of the other corners, and we still have to be pretty careful that no water is because when you're holding this cloth, it's tough. You can imagine to hold, this flat thing and stop and hope that water just pools up in the middle of it. If you're only holding even 4 points of it, it's surprisingly difficult to stop, like, I don't know how much water's in it, maybe, 10 gallons of water at times if it's rained that much, has pulled up on top. And so it's a hassle. I want to build one that's flat and, just like out of wood or something. I want to carve one into shape and then, paint it with an outdoor paint so that moisture doesn't get in. And that will be the new cover. I looked into other options like plastic or metal, but there just aren't any good, there's no good places to buy like a sturdy piece of metal and I can't cut metal myself that would be the right shape. And for plastic, there were just no like sheets of plastic that I could find that were reasonably thick so that they wouldn't just kind of bow in and water wouldn't collect on them. And so it ends up being that a type of plywood I think is just going to be the right thing to use, and then cover that in outdoor paint and hope that that's enough and that it doesn't degrade. And what I thought that I could do that would be cool with that is I could then paint the top of it into like a nice looking picture. Like I was thinking like, some mountains and, like a house in the mountains or something, maybe just some mountains and the sun or something like that. I don't know. It would probably look really bad. I'm not a good artist, but it would be fun to paint that and to have just like a colorful thing on the cover. The only downside to that is that will be a kind of expensive option. I mean, the plywood itself is probably going to cost $30 for something that's that large. And then the paint, the outdoor paint, is probably going to cost another $30 to get enough to actually, cover it with, 2 or 3 coats so that it's resistant to the elements. And so already we're at $60, which is half the cost of the tub. And so it seems ridiculous to spend half the cost of the tub on a cover. Plus, then I'd have to get other colors of outdoor paints, probably for a minimum of like $12 each. If I just wanted, the smallest cans they have available that they sell. Maybe there's another place I could get it, or I could try using paint that's not, certified outdoor paint, and that might work. I don't know. Maybe there's another way. If you guys have any ideas on how I could better cover this thing, I mean, I would love if there was just a metal or a plastic cover, but it's such a large tub that there just aren't many good options that I've seen. And I've looked for a bit, just haven't really stumbled across the right thing so far. But that's, probably going to be the project that I do over the next like 5 days or so. I'll, pick up, really like plan out what I want to do, get the wood, cut it to size, paint it, and sand it, paint it, do all that. And it's not like it's going to be an all-day thing. Like that's going to be, I'm going to make quick work of it. A lot of the time will probably be just waiting for it to dry or something like that. But that's my small outdoor project that I'm going to be doing for the next couple of days. So that's what I'm doing with regards to, outdoor work. Indoors, I mean, it's really just a waiting game at this point. I feel like so many things in life just become a waiting game. Because I've done the work that can be done, and I could get ahead on some types of work, I suppose. But really what I want is for this product to get here and I can start posting ads and actually selling it and shipping it out and sending it out to influencers and stuff. So, that's really what I'm waiting for at this point. And, there will be a big announcement when that happens. You guys will be the first to know, maybe. Maybe I'll run a couple of ads elsewhere first. I don't know. I'm going to make a video about it and, post it here and on the YouTube channel and all that. So, that'll be that. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a really cool product. I won't reveal, I'll keep you guys in suspense for now, but it's really cool. I legitimately enjoy it tremendously. So I hope that you guys will too. And we're about to park. So I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.